Hello and welcome to Deck Techs with LadyLavinias. In this one, we are going to be looking at a deck I like to call Christmas Land. If you're watching this, it is Christmas Eve, and this is the perfect deck because it needs literally everything to work. It is the pray and hope and magical Christmas land when you talk about jank decks coming together. So let's talk about it real quick. So the idea behind this deck is to use and win by a Tempsis All-Seeing. Tempsis All-Seeing is a 4/5 flyer that says whenever a Tempsis All-Seeing deals damage to an opponent, you may reveal your hand. If cards with at least 6 different mana values are revealed this way, that player loses the game. So the idea here is to self-mill a lot. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see the what's going on here. We have lots and lots of different mana valued cards, and so we're going to try to use a Tempsis, hit them, deal damage, and then when a Tempsis' trigger is on the stack, use Harness Infinity. Harness Infinity says, exchange your hand and graveyard, and then you exile it. It is at instant speed, so the idea is that once this deals damage, you can use Harness Infinity and bring all of those milled cards back into your hand just suddenly, and then win the game with the large amount of cards that you have that are different mana values. We have ways to get a Tempsis haste if I need to get it in there with Crashing Drawbridge. Wedding Invitation's a new card that makes a creature unblockable for a turn. We have ways to flash things in with Leyline of Anticipation, so we can do things on opponent's turn and have just like that quick turnaround, and then a bunch of removal as well as a ton of mill to make it work. So, it's almost Christmas. Let's try to get Christmas Land to work. It's going to be a lot. It's going to take a lot. Hopefully, I won't have to record as many games. This is hopefully just an easy amount of games, and I won't have to do a ton of editing. We'll see. It's going to take a lot, so I'll probably have to cut quite a few if we find mono red or decks that are just too quick for us to handle. If you see this, know how much work I put into this. It's a lot. Okay. We're gonna get into the game and hopefully find some ramp and some mill as quickly as we can. Get started. Okay, not ideal, but however, we do have this will let us draw a card. It sets things up. We can River's Rebuke just to slow things down, and Old Retstein is really good for milling as well as creating little blockers, some ramp, or even just some loot. So it's a pretty decent card in this deck. And we will try to play this one out, and hopefully we can get a Tempsis' ability to work. Now, getting that Harness Infinity going is a lot. You do have to play it after a Tempsis. A Tempsis is 6 mana. Harness Infinity is 7, so we're gonna try our best, and hopefully our opponent is here because, you know, we've already started this recording and I would hate for it just to be gone immediately. Looks like opponent is here, deciding on the mulligan. Pet our cat in response. Take some extra time, some lovely pets, and the game is underway. Alright. Play the Drowned Catacomb because it does not come in untapped. There is the triome, but I'll get to that later. For now, we're just gonna do that and get our wedding invitation out, draw a card. Well, it looks like we have 2 invitations. They might have sent us double. Very appreciative, but wasting postage. Maybe this is going to the wrong address. Alright. Believe it or not, opponent, we have literally 0 vampires in this deck, so don't have to worry too much. Wow, that's another triumph. Okay, I do want to get Old Dritstein in, though, because it can be really good for us. Especially if we mill, we get a little tiny blocker. Tiny blockers are just fine with us. We have Howl Pack Piper, because with the 2 ability, we can actually cheat the Attempts into play quicker. Banishing Light. Probably going to go to the Old Redstein. That's so sad. Goodbye. Hey, Rags to Riches is not bad. I'm just gonna probably play another Wedding Invitation. I'm gonna do that first just to see. That's a dig up so we can find some of our pieces. And then go triome, and I guess we can give him a good little tiny bop for that. Insects All Alone, poor Old Rutstein. Outlaws Merriment. Okay, so very token heavy. Good for us when we see we have our River's Rebuke. Okay, so we're gonna get our triome. And then I think we're just going to dig up right now. And try to find some of our pieces. I want here. There is a couple of really good options. I think it's probably just the Tameo to get started. We're gonna get the Tameo out there. Pass. Well, that is unfortunate. To get a human rogue just to start, just to do the damage. You could do it to my face, but I'm assuming the bug is dead. Yes. They crushed my bug. I was hoping it would be a 2-1 or something like that. Looks to not be the case here. And that's plains. So, looks like pretty aggro. They were a little slow, which is at least nice, but they had a lot of control to get through our things. I think I'm gonna probably distract them for a little bit, and then we do have the River's Rebuke next turn. I'm going to be looking for a Harness Infinity. Found it. That's great news for us. And we will play this tapped. Okay. That's what I was hoping they would get, is the Lifelink Haste last turn, but it's fine. Alright, whole bunch of options. Chandra. Okay, both at Tameo. Understood. Hey, there's another Tameo, that's nice. I don't even know what I want here. Maybe a... Chromatic Lantern, I guess? Like, I don't really need anything right now. So this is going to... It takes another thing to ult, so I may as well... Cameo would be probably dead at that point, so maybe I should just do this. I should just do it now. these all come back, and then I get the old Redstein again. Okay. That's what I think is gonna do. I just want to slow them down. I do have enough mana for the Harness Infinity. Let's see, we don't have any ways... I guess we can just go Leyline. This is when they cast other than their first spell. Okay. You like Old Redstein, or would you like Tamiyo this time? Decisions. Old Redstein does stop a lot of your things, but, I mean, you do have the Sigil now. Okay. Tamiyo it is. I have just enough to play both things. That's kind of what I'm gonna do. I will take 2 damage. It is okay. I'm sure I will find more later. Yeah. Okay, I think we still need to just keep going, so another chromatic. That's fine. And I'm just gonna hang out. I don't really need to do much this time. Next turn, we're gonna play the Attempsis. On their end step. Nandra? I am at 13, so I gotta think about that. Baffling End. Oh, that's sad. Baffled. Hey, you got there. So... At that point... We're gonna minus, because I just want to land. Is that weird? Give me the land. And I don't have to do anything because I have the Leyline now, so I can wait on their end step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We should be good to go then. Hopefully, let's see. I want to see what they got.
Today's my lucky day.
Okay. I have to resolve it. 4. So 4, 0, 1, 6, 2, and 5. We're good to go. Okay. So then, Christmas Land is here early. And then we Harness Infinity, have all of that, and reveal our hands. We did it! First try! Oh, first try, that feels good. Look at that, don't even have to edit. So that's the deck. That's exactly what I wanted to do. If the entire rest of the video I don't get this, you see what it's supposed to do. That's exactly it. It takes a lot. It takes a lot to make this deck work. But there you go. You know? Boom. Boom. I'm so excited. That made me so happy. We're gonna try again. We're gonna keep going because I can't just end the video now here. But that's awesome. Okay. Here we go. Let's go again. If you're liking this channel, by the way, hit that subscribe button. It means a lot, and I make all of these. Take so long to do. Appreciate it. And now we should be good to go. So, you know, this deck takes a lot to do. So we're gonna keep trying, and I want at least one more win, or maybe at least, you know, to see kind of the combo, even if we win in another way. There is I mean, you could just win straight up by damage here. There is enough creatures and other things like that as well. All right. So we have 2 check lands. I can always dig up something. I'm going to keep this. Hello. I always like to say hello to everyone. Would like a land, I think. I need a forest. I don't want to use the... I generally want to use the cleave here. Oh, it's mono white. Alright. That's a little difficult. We do have the fates, so let's do supplier. Couple bit of mill. Then we'll just get up to it. Could just be an angel deck. Like there is a stop from opponent. Probably a protection or a pump or something else like that. Alright, we're gonna play the Tameo. It'll distract them for a little while. I'm gonna be looking for a Harness Infinity. Got one. Nice. Thanks. And I guess we're gonna pop him for 1. That's pretty. There it is. Okay, so we do also have Enter the God Eternals. We do only have 1 blue though, so we would have to pick up a second one. Okay, as expected. I guess you do not want to talk. Do anything interesting? Like debating killing it to enter the God Eternals, but I think it's a better as a distraction, and then we could just board wipe. I think distractions are probably better here. I want chromatic, probably. I was thinking about Bala too, and I just saw it. It's always the other card that you think of. I will just get a chromatic then. Straight up. I also could get a ley line. Maybe I should just do that. Get a ley line then. Oh, it does take... Oh no, we have double blue now. We have it with the triome. Okay. And I will bop him for 1. Opponent hasn't really done much, which is at least really nice for us. I think they might be in 2 colors or stuck on 4. Or not. Is this 5? I guess they could have done that. No, it's 6. Okay. Chromatic lantern. No. And then I will mill. We're gonna hit Resplendent. The mill a little bit more. I just honestly want some land next. That's what I'll be looking for. Is just Now I can at least play the Skull Prophet. Or I think that was it. I don't know if opponent was stuck. On what we did. We were able to mill, I think, enough. Let's see, 1, 3, 0, 6, 4, and then a 7, and then a billion. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is an 11 mana card. Okay, so I did have enough, but yeah, whatever opponent was doing, unfortunately, it did not work for them. But that's okay. You got to kind of see where the deck was heading. We got to deal with some of the removal pieces, and let's try again. Okay, so quick to get an opponent this time. Ready? I'm ready to rumble and try to get more Christmas Land stuff going on. So let's keep this. This is pretty good. I'm going to put the port in because it does come in tapped. It's a nice way to also mill and return something if I need to. So at this point, there's a couple of options. I think I'm gonna actually go the Triome instead of the Wedding Invitation. Oh, that's gonna hurt. But now we're gonna get the Skull Prophet in, which I can't block. Looks like it might be more of like equipment, like patch things type deck. No blocks. Alright, so I actually have double blue if I have this. So if I do this, I can actually go here and mill myself. Or there have a chance to equip it. It's kind of nice. Although this will have double strike, so I gotta deal with that eventually, but we do have the Fate here. Straight up counters. Okay. I could just straight up return the Harness Infinity, but I think I'm gonna go try to find one first. It's just better for our mill. I'm gonna regret this decision, but here we are. Oh, never mind, don't regret it. Never mind, it worked out. And we'll go Wedding Invitation to draw us a card. Alright. So River's Rebuke is going to be really important. I'm actually probably going to get that next turn, because I think that this is going to be a lot of equipment and things like that. It's going to be just very scary. I'm hoping that they don't get anything too much like this, and I'll just play this. Okay, you can have all the life gain in the world. Hexproof. Oh, it's a hexproof lifelink. It's a lifelink counter, which they've already got lifelink. We will absolutely block here. In my turn. I'm gonna do this because we will need the River's Rebuke eventually. I know we are, so I'm just, it's gotta be. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, maybe I should have tried to get things. I'm gonna go Cavalier. I probably should have actually just straight up played the Attempsis. I didn't really think about it. Alright, so hopefully they don't get Death Touch is the only thing. I mean, Death Touch wouldn't be too bad because I could just get, like, the ley line there. The idea is the element of surprise. So they know that we have the River's Rebuke, and they know that we have the Harness Infinity. It seems they're more focused on themselves instead of removing my creatures, which is the only thing that has been a benefit for us. Okay, I'm worried about that being just a Doomscar, though. Alright, Reach, Lifelink, Hexproof. I mean... Here... I guess we could just double block, because they're probably gonna kill everything. And I really don't need this any longer. But why? Okay. Don't mind me then. Oh. Oh, I guess that's it. Maybe they meant to change the order. Was it a Doomscar? No, it was a Kaya's Onslaught, which is kind of neat. Figure, this deck doesn't seem to run a lot of ones. It is actually a 100-card deck, believe it or not, too. It's more like a commander deck. But we were getting there. We were getting through and closer and closer. I probably should have played the Atempsis. It would have meant that next turn, I think we would have had it. Let's see. 5, 4, 7, 0, 3. We would have had to mill a little bit more in order to do this because we are missing... We're missing like a 1 or a 2-drop. I would hope that this... I would probably put this under the bus in order to make it. So we could have played a Tempsis, hoping they wouldn't remove it, and then blocked with our Skull Prophet to go there and got in and harnessed Infinity. That would have probably been the play, but I played it a little extra safe. The Cavalier did mill us the chromatics that we would have also needed for 3. But hopefully with Tamiyo as a blocker, I probably could have found more. So that is kind of the deck. It's really, really fun when it works. I probably will try one more game, see if we can get it going. Okay, for our last game, hopefully we'll able to see the deck. Opponents have been leaving a lot. They're either too fast or they leave before we're able to do anything here. So maybe this time we have a leyline turn 0, which is always what I love to see. We'll play our Triome. Both of those come in tapped, but that's okay. We don't really need anything to do. We don't have anything to do right now, so we're just gonna chill. I'm gonna put those down, and then we can get our drawbridge in next turn. Also probably a Doomscar. So we do need a land in order to deal with the Tamiyo, but we can, on their end step, go Crashing Drawbridge. Unless they mortify it. No. Looks like lots of removals, so I don't know if this is actually going to be good for our deck. We did manage to get it. I am actually going to play the Tamiyo on our turn so we can get the start, even though it's not with the Leyline because I cannot activate her otherwise. So, I mean, at this point, we're probably going to be looking for the Atempsis. We got one. Nice. I would have been very upset if I had not said Atempsis and then I saw it just go in. So there's that. So we got a 1, a 2, and a 0, which is perfect. We're already halfway there. Oh, it's a triggered. They're not going to be very happy with this. I think they might just leave. Because Tamiyo says no. Tamio specifically is, like, not having it. I'm gonna see if I can find a chromatic lantern. No, that's okay. And then we will pass. Unfortunately, we're stuck on a little bit of mana, but that's okay. They do have to remove the Tamio now before they're able to start with the lantern. There it is. Fortunately, I don't have enchantment removal. So that is exactly what they should do. It was really funny, though. I bet you learn, huh, opponent? I'm gonna discard a card. I do not need this. River's Rebuke is really good, however, again, having the mana issue. I debated taking the Triome and bringing it back, but I didn't, and I kind of regret it now. So we're going to pass. Hopefully we get at least it. Alright, so it looks like it's a heavy control. I think I'm just gonna discard another card. I don't need the Attempsis right now. Fine. Finally, we have a land. I'm worried about like getting, if they have a Turgid, the other side of this. At this point, I'd rather take 3. But we're probably gonna die to the Dog Pursuits before that happens. Never mind. Actually, I could do that on their turn. Alright. Before their end step. So I can't stop them using this, but that's okay. I think this can go. Then I'm going to see, they have 2. Yeah, I'm gonna do this now. There we go. Bring them all back, and then I get Tamio back.
The moon looks intriguing tonight.
And I think I'm going to minus her. To get, okay, cancel. I have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I have the double blues that's killing me. That's what it is. So I should be fine if I do this.
No tail should be discarded.
Okay, my turn. Play this. Attack here. Oh, I should have checked if I had enough. 5. 5, 6. 1, 2, 0. Oh, I needed to do the Tamio. I got too excited. I think I actually might have punted there. Oops. Oops! We're gonna look for a dig up, I guess. There's the 4 I needed. I needed the 4. Oh, I made a mistake. That's okay. I can get the Attempsis maybe? And try again? Okay. Luckily, opponent chose that instead. Oh man, I'm really lucky. Okay, just for extra order, I'm gonna do this. Sure. Alright, now I'm good. Whew. That was really scary for a second there. Resolve. Reveal. And that's the game. Thought I punted there. I mean, I did. I did punt a little bit. But we were able to get there. Got to do one last game of Christmas Land. I can't believe this deck actually did well consistent. Like, it's actually not too bad. It takes a lot. It is Christmas Land. I hope you guys have a great holiday season. Hopefully you're watching this and you're enjoying it with friends and family. Or just alone and just enjoying Magic. I don't know, like, so we're gonna look at the deck one more time. If you liked it, let me know in the comments what you would do if you enjoyed this version of it, or tell me about it. That's what I love hearing and reading every single one of the comments. I do read every single one. But until next time, bye YouTube!